Hello my internet friends, it is your old buddy Justin McElroy here with you once again to talk about a new peripheral. It is the Charge Base by Nyko. Charge Base IC. Now in this case the IC stands for induction charging. That means you don't have to plug it in. You can just set your controller on the base and go. As you can see, I've removed this from this packaging, which is I've pretty much already wrecked shop on because I thought it would make it easier to show you the various components. Here's the most important thing: the titular base. You can see your Wiimotes go there. What's nice about this, on the back there's a USB plug, so you can plug in your iPhone or whatever other device you'd like to charge. There's a plug in the back. It's white. It kind of looks like a sad robot. Scares me. I don't know why you would design something that's just going to depress people like that movie WALL-E. Also contained within this, no clue. You've got your plug, naturally, to plug your stuff into. It's this nice shape where you can fit a lot of them on power strips. This is me plugging in multiple ones. And two of these, I'm not going to show you both, you're a smart person. These are the new back of your Wiimote. This is sort of like what comes with the wand, another Nyko peripheral. And it feels really good. There's nice traction, and there's your batteries connected to it. So, now it's time to charge the Wiimotes. I know what you're thinking, Justin, how are we going to make this compelling? It's just charging. And you're right, that's very astute. But I thought we could do something together as a family while they're charging. I thought I could teach you how to make butter cookies. Okay, so I went ahead and installed those controller backs I showed you earlier on two different, on the Nyko wand and on the Wiimote. And we've got our charge base over here. It's all plugged in. We're going to turn it on with the power button that you can see right here. And apparently there's a, oh, wow, those magnets they just grab it, and now it's off to the races. It's charging, so we don't have to worry about those right now. Let's take a look over this way and look at our ingredients for our butter cookies. Now, pretty easy recipe, honestly. You got, I'll lift this over here. This is for syncing your Wiimotes, so you can do it with the covers on. There's a little thing in the back, and you put it in. It's called the sync key. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so what you've got is you got your egg, one egg, cup of butter, that's 2 sticks, cup of sugar, 2 2/3 cup of flour, and you right down there is 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and then you've got this. You got some vanilla. I got this super cool Honduran vanilla because that's the way I roll. If you want to be really cool, you can call all this your mise en place. And if you want to get beat up, cool and beat up, like Albert Einstein. Okay, let's move over to the mixing area. Okay, we're over here in our mixing station. I forgot to mention earlier, 2 cookie sheets, though you probably had a plan for what you're going to put them on anyway. Now, with our 2 sticks of butter, I have softened these. I like to do that by, I put both sticks in the microwave for 15 seconds. And it makes this part that we're about to do a little easier because, although a simple recipe, it can be kind of physically taxing, especially if you, like myself, are a fat man. So, here's our 2 sticks of butter in here and our cup of sugar. Now me, I just like to put a spoon in there and look at that. Yeah, yes please. I'll take 2. But we actually are going to want to mix this up. This is what you want right here. You want light, fluffy, cream together butter and sugar. Again, you're going to have to fight the temptation not to eat that because yum. But we're not going to eat it. We're stronger than that. What we are going to do is we're going to crack our egg. Don't use one hand. I know it's tempting, but you don't look like a cool guy. You look like a goober. And we're going to just incorporate this in. Our egg is incorporated. Now, we're going to need 2 teaspoons. That's this one. It's the blue one. So just look for the blue spoon in your kitchen, and that's going to be your teaspoon. That's a lie. It says it on there, okay? We're going to do 2 of these joints. I love... God, that smells so good. If you put... Just the smell of vanilla is kind of... Already smells like you're a baking expert. Now, at this point, your temptation to eat it should subside because it looks pretty heinous. But I imagine it would still be delicious. I mean, it's just, what? It's vanilla and butter and sugar and egg. Don't eat the raw egg, actually. You know what? I'm going to make an official declaration. Let's just wait till this is done before we eat it. What do you think? Yeah, I agree so. A cat running around again. Crazy. I don't know, cat. Okay, so, done. This is what we're looking at right now. Light, fluffy, all incorporated, good stuff. These are all our wet ingredients all put together like this. Let's come over here real quick. This is going to be really easy. We are just going to put in... Did I show you these earlier? Look at this. Colored sugars. You can see I have one generic brand and one brand name, just to give it that nice holiday balance, haves and have-nots. This is red and green sugar. This is not necessary, but as you'll see later, it's going to give it a real nice touch. So our 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt goes into our 2 2/3 cup flour. Let me grab an instrument. We're going to incorporate these together. It's so hard because there's so little salt, so you're not really going to be able to tell if your salt's really incorporated throughout. You just got to mix it up and hope for the best. So, now this is the part that's really going to test your resolve, right? We're going to just put about half of your flour mixture into your sugary yum mixture. And you'll see why in a second. Like, the moment you start incorporating these, it's going to seize up into this disgusting, dry, why would anyone eat this? These are not cookies. Nightmare. And look, there doesn't even seem to be enough of our sugar for half of our flour. I mean, it's turning into just a real nightmare. But this is the part, like I said, you have to have faith. I'm going to dump the rest of this in here and just get it over with. This is the hardest part. This is the part that tests your will. It says, how strong are you? Look at that. It looks like we ruined it. But we didn't. I'm going to prove it to you. We're just going to keep stirring it, okay? That's all I'm going to do. Keep stirring it. And check it out. Watch. Magic of video. Like this. You have a ball. See? Now, this is going to take... What it takes is some fine loose chunks. Stick it on. Pat it in. I've still got some loose dust around there. Basically, after you work it together for a while, you're going to have some little nubbins. Just pick them all up and start clumping them together. Now we've got a nice, doughy ball. It's going to look just like this. You want to cover this with some plastic wrap. And then it's going to go into the fridge for an hour. This is going into the fridge for an hour. And these are going to go into the fridge for an hour. We need them both to be cool or the cookies will not keep their shape. So let's get these both into the refrigerator, both our dough and our cookie pans, 2 cookie pans. Get those in the refrigerator. Wiimote's still charging. We'll check back in an hour. Okay, so we got our dough all chilled. Nice. 2 chilled cookie sheets. At this point, I'd like you to go ahead and turn your oven to 400 and turn it on. Start preheating it. We're going to make some... You can do this a couple different ways. You can go with a what's called a cookie press. I'm assuming you don't have a cookie press for these. So you can do like I'm going to do. You can also roll these if you want. I'm just going to do what's called drop cookies and make like balls like this, right? So, about this big. Oh, I was going to say golf ball. It's like a tiny golf ball or a very large marble. You can do that for me. You don't want to grease your cookie sheets. Put them right on there. I'm going to do all these. So, through the magic of editing. Okay, we got the oven preheated. As you can see, I've got all my various balls. But what I'd like you to do now is get your hand wet and just sort of go through, and if you like a little bit of a more done cookie, a more finished cookie, squish it like this, like squished a little bit. If you don't mind that, you don't have to do that. But I'm going to squish them each a little bit to get them a little more done. So again, you don't have to watch this. See, those look nice, like real professional cookies. Next, we're going to go to our next final step. Sugar. Holiday sugar. Now, this is where you can get the kids involved if you want to do that. Or if you don't, screw your kid. I got a little serious over there with the red, and now my green cookies look a little wanting. So, pepper them a little bit more. And then we're going to put these in the oven. They're going to go in, check them after 8 minutes. And then at the most it'll probably be like 10 minutes. But okay, so, we'll pop these in. I checked these, so they look pretty good. Individual cookie doneness is very much an issue between, it's personal taste. You know, it's between you and your God. However you like your cookies done. This is, I mean, they're perfect. But this is how I like them. A little. You're starting to see some browning around the edges, especially if your oven cooks a little unevenly like mine does, but real brown down there. Don't want to overdo it, you know, because you'll get, this is good. If you get it a little too crunchy though, you may not enjoy it as much. But, we're done. This is it. I'm not going to, alright, fine. God. Yeah. It's a delightful cookie presentation. This is what it looks like when it's all finished. I know you need that final product shot. So, there you have it. There's my cat. And over here, as you can see, look, I haven't cleaned my dishes up. So pay attention to that. Over here, the Wiimotes still charging. It's been an hour and a half. I honestly thought this would work out a little better. This is the Wiimote. Let me pull it off here. Oh, my Wii's not on. Why would it be? Just kidding. But it works. Okay, it's got power. See, energy. So it's a successful all around. Overall, induction stand, pretty neat. If you play your Wii a lot, or you just want to have some batteries, your kids play Wii a lot, or you just like simultaneous charging, or you love butter cookies and need an excuse to make some. It's the Nyko charge stand iced tea. And these, again, are delicious butter cookies.